Because I remember there were stories that said his plane got shot out of the sky, and then there was some Twitter story saying that he landed in Russia. I was like, what is going on with this? They wanted a regime change, and they got it.
How hard was it for him to get?
You know, that's the problem. If you want to go down this rabbit hole and have a conversation with like Dave Smith about it,
he knows?
Yeah.
Okay.
He'll take you down a rabbit hole.
He's an interesting guy, huh?
He knows a lot.
He's very smart, huh?
Very, very smart. He knows a lot. And he like legitimately knows a lot. He's not bullshitting about what he knows.
Yeah.
And that's why he gets these guys, they get cocky and they want to have, like Chris Cuomo, want to have a debate with them, and he just trounces them.
Yeah,
because he knows what he's talking about. He's not lying, right? The difference between a guy like any of these CNN type media darling types who pushed the fucking COVID narrative and push every mainstream narrative, those guys, that's a very specific kind of mindset. It's a bullshitter's mindset. And those guys all melt in front of actual conversations with people like Dave Smith who know what they're talking about, are not ideologically captured.
Yeah.
Because there's certain things you just can't argue. You can't argue that it's a good idea to do certain things. And if you have not made that conclusion in your mind, you're still thinking like you're employed at CNN, you're never going to beat a guy like Dave Smith in a conversation. Because he's not going to argue with you if you're right. If you're right, he's going to agree with you.
Yeah, he seems so locked in.
These people they're doing a totally different thing. Reuters reports Assad may have died in plane crash. Later removes report. Well, they got the call.
So he escaped, I guess. But so
they got the
regime
call,
is gone and down, and I've seen no more updates other than this.
Do you believe that we still can get real news information, Joe?
Not from me. Speaking of which, I have to correct something. Because there was a conversation that I had with Giannis Pappas and Chris Stefano. We were talking about John Jones. I had heard a rumor that John Jones wanted $30 million to fight Tom Aspinall. And I did hear that rumor. And I did hear that the UFC said yes, but it is not true. So Dana contacted me and said that rumor's bullshit. So I felt obligated to tell everybody that was a fake rumor. I don't even remember who, because we did that podcast, unfortunately, we did that podcast 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
I don't remember who told me that.
What do you think the amount is that John Jones would fight him for, or do you think it's an amount?
Well, apparently John is thinking about retiring.
Yeah.
And he should. I mean, he's going to have to someday. He should. I'm not saying he should retire. I'm saying he should think about it. Give the man all the time he wants. He can fight whenever he wants to fight. That's John Jones. He's the GOAT. So leave him alone. If he decides one day to come back, and he comes back and he wants to fight Tom Aspinall for the heavyweight title, the question is, like, how long are you allowed to hold on to the title before they start having that conversation? Now, he just knocked out Stipe Miocic, so give the man months. Give the man 5 or 6 months. Just leave him the fuck alone. But at a certain point in time, you have to decide who the heavyweight champion is. And if Tom is the interim heavyweight champion and John decides he doesn't want to fight anymore, he could do that. And he could do that also and then come back in a year and fight for the title. He could do that. He could do whatever he wants. But he might decide, you know what, had an unbelievable career, never lost, except the disqualification lost to a rule that has since been reversed. He's the GOAT. He retires. He's got plenty of money. He's got an opportunity to do some acting.
He's an interesting character to me because he seems like them. He seems unique, kind of.
Oh, he's very unique, yeah.
Like he seems hard to pinpoint, kind of.